And then you see each greater than 1K output one of each. First, set filters blacklist. So it'll take steel, but not the concrete. Because I do want that to back up again. And then this is just going to become one of those overwhelming problems, I think. It's like, what do I do with it? And sometimes the answer is going to be a really good box up cycle with really cheap modules, I think. Yeah, just to get it all moving at the fastest rate possible. And then I have to do some really suspect things. Because, yeah, some of this stuff is just going to work, and others applications, it's just going to be like, this doesn't really make sense. Why? Okay. Get that last silo into competition shape. So I can pick that up, because that job's done then. Because, yeah, this is not going up very quick without breaking more raw materials down, I'll tell you that. Right now, and this is part of the assembly line that has to get turned into a more positive cycle, so go to the right. And then marks on each level. So that'll build up. Then I'll have a little stash start up. And then, yeah. It actually has to go through the initial crafting first, and then get recycled. So this should be backwards. And then running a little loop-de-loo. So I'm just taking lines off concrete all the time. Once it packs up, and then I store a little bit and let this line extend down 2 more. Just make sure I store the appropriate kind, so use filters. How though? So put a filter in here. And then rejoin it. So output is going to be normal, goes onto this line for sure, always. Uncommon, split it in half. And then put it on that line, but rejoin it. And then I'll have some cases right here where it's just like, and it should sort of work. We'll get to test it out shortly. So use filters. And then have it set filters for over 400, I think. Another really weird masterpiece. Blacklist. And then call it for now. Because I need to work on Novice some more. Alright. Another week done and in the bag, and now I'm off to integrations. What integrations entails is sat down, sat down, I sneezed, and I'm probably going to edit that out if I have any sense at all. Sat down, did a design for a space platform. Now, that space platform is not this one, but this one. 19K. Ryan can handle that part. 2.3K express, 1.7K regular, 1.2K 602. So that's the part where it's going to be really interesting. Because this can just about do some of that on its own. And then there's everything else in here. So it'll hit the whole limit here pretty quick. And then while that's going on, I have to figure out the parts of this that are relevant. So that's going to go through to normal, spin around, become abnormal, drop out, and then when I stop, here is the question. So, and the answer is difficult. Because there's going to be a loop where I want it to go through the loop first. And this is part of integrations too. It's like getting this set up, because if this section does not run, I do not have Fulgora. So I need to make sure that Fulgora does in fact happen. And then on this one, yeah, it's just going to be a matter of dragging it over and doing the handcrafting that I need to here to make sure I have stuff like necessary logistics. It's going to be a relatively short session because I'm shooting at night. And then, yeah, this is going to be filtering out uncommon stuff. And then I need to check Novice really quick, because the question is, can I Fulgora? Is that an option? Make sure to set that to 2000 instead of 5. Make sure to use filters for that section, flip it around, and in the tradition of what has come before, so we do it again. Because that part needs to happen. Ah, that is such a pleasant sound. Sound of success. And yeah, that's the cheap science. So I care, but I really don't care. And then why is that so fast? That does not need to be so fast. And then split it as close to the end as I can. I can get Promethium onto this line too to finish it off. And alright, how's this one doing? Needs to request 2000. So I'll see if that happens. And Fulgora. We have half of a load ready. And then where am I in the world, right? So boom, boom, boom. Then yeah, I expect a truly tiny amount of good concrete out of this. And it's going into the wrong side. So that needs to change so that it's going into the correct side. I was just going to use logistics bots. Let's not. Because I can go and set output priorities too. So, oh well. Because then, yeah, I can do this. Set it down in here, get the concrete set up for that one and this one. Figure out if I have enough of those to make a Fulgora secret project. I think that was discussed, but... Okay, Dustician. Okay. So, on, off, on, off. It's one of those holes where I probably need to copy and paste it from an existing example with foundries. When I can speed up things by pulling out like this. Yeah, see, it's fixed now. Because it actually has a swap space. So we'll see if that works. Okay, it did. Then those drops are coming down. That means I can grow these ships up too, so that's really good. Super positive, super stoked. 4.7k, so this can actually grow up to its next iteration as well. Once I've finished with Ryan. That's going to be a terrifying project indeed. And before that, I'm probably going to go for a research project. And whatever awaits me here on sunny Fulgora. And then just pretend this isn't happening. Okay. Oh, the poor guys, they want to charge, and there's no lightning. That's weird. It should be fine. So, boom boom. What's missing is steel down here? And holmium here. Ooh, is jammed now. The game. It's batteries. Ish. So that's trying to become jammed. So where's my upcycle line? Ice is what it actually is. Okay. Nothing I can really do about that except for decimate it. Ice, and then fuel is kind of the same way. There's just a point where all I can do is decimate that, and there's not really a need to really have more than is going on down here. And now I need electronic circuits. And maybe a mall. Fortunately, I have parts coming down from space, so okay. Unjammed fuel, unjammed concrete, breads. Should have output priorities set. And be going down here. Also needs to be actually delivering outputs. That would be really helpful if it did that. Oh, that's not a rare one. Well, you know, one of these days. Alright, and does that make sense? And unfortunately, it does. Okay. When it's like, I am doing my best. It's all a lot. Ways. So queue that up. Queue up some rocket fuel to follow up on it with. So I'm minimizing waste there. Have I done my best? And if I see uncommons, then we could always stack some more on this line. Then use filters to what it's immediately holding so that it can actually partially load. Or just something I remember from the upcycle, even, would be better. I'm not putting quality in here because my logistics just aren't good enough right now. And I'm not afraid to admit that. Like, I can do it to a limited extent to clear out common jams, but we'll wait till later. Okay, so I've got ice. Last thing is going to be use filters for holmium ore, if you can, because that'll maximize this belt. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm forgetting one. Do I have steel? Yes, I have steel. Concrete. So, is it perfect? Nah, occasionally it misses some gears. Is it better? Yeah, it's a lot better. Alright, I've got 10 in there, so that's where that went. Alright, let's see. Boxes. Can be the next part of the great cycle here. Normal and then anything, I think, is going to be the standard. Just gonna run over here and get rid of these. cause some kind of statistics error. I don't care though. I just kind of need them gone from my inventory. Okay. Do, and then... Survey says, yeah, do it like that instead. Alright, 737, and counting up. So filter in normal steel. And then abnormal stuff goes down. Could I do it more efficiently? Sure. In theory. Practice, that's super questionable. If I could. Yeah, just... Gonna load it up into these boxes. Maybe make them passive providers. But use filters for the right kind of steel. And maybe limit the inventory size. Or completely forget about it, as is my way. Alright, and the last silo is done. So that's good too. That means I have a silo to get myself out of here. And do custom jobs. Let's see. I have some beacons left, so I can do some power management.